What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. This is going to be a little bit different of a video, something I haven't done at all. I haven't really been, into the game as much as I used to. That's just what happens, at the end of a FIFA cycle. However, throughout the entirety of, my channel, this FIFA, which started in Black Friday, really, I've always been getting the question of, how do I start trading? How did you make so many coins? And, how did you learn how to trade? This was my first full year of really trading on FIFA. I never really, had done it before. I did like a few fodder type things, like pick up 83s for Black Friday in the past. But before this year, I really never traded. I never had more than 1,000,000 coins in a FIFA. However, this year, obviously, I decided to really learn how to. And I've made literally, at one point, I had about 16 mil in my account. So it's pretty crazy, learning how to, because it makes the game so much more enjoyable throughout. There's really more of a grind aspect to it, and obviously it's free to do. You don't have to spend FIFA points and all that. But like I said, I've been getting questions about, how did I start? How do you start learning? What do you do? And all that. So I'm going to go over basically how I learned how to trade, kind of my story through this FIFA and how I started trading, and then how I, really just started to grind out and make a lot more coins than, people usually do. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please drop a like. And if you guys have any questions, obviously drop them down in the comments. These methods I'm going to go over will help you, throughout this FIFA and the new FIFAs coming out, FIFA 21, 22, whatever FIFA it may be. These tips will probably help you. So to start off, obviously, every FIFA, there's pretty much everyone starts off with about no coins. So I started trading really on Black Friday, and I probably had about 100k from my just saved, game stuff. So what I did, obviously, was you want to build a decent team. When you have low coins, the gameplay, although it was trash this year, the gameplay is a good way to kind of get your starter base of coins. The reason is, obviously, rewards from D-Rivals and FUT Champs are really good, honestly. And I'm not going to go too in-depth on this because, we're at a low stage of it, or we're at an endgame stage. You guys already know all this stuff. But 50k coins you get from, rank 1 in D5. And same thing with FUT Champs, you get like 35k for a gold 3 finish. So, if you get that, that's 85k just from coins. And that's a great way to start. So what I did is I build a little team, with pretty much all my coins, so I can play the game and, be decent. And then I started doing the bronze pack method. The bronze pack method essentially is where you buy just bronze packs and you sell players that could be used for league SBCs and all that. Many of you guys know how to do that. I've had multiple videos on this channel showing you guys how to do it. But essentially, you look through and see, obviously we didn't get any league SBCs, but if we got like a guy from the Serie A, you would be able to sell him for a profit, and it's a really profitable method. Currently in the game, the gold pack method is really effective because, prices are really, really high for fodder because of all these brand new SBCs that have come out. For example, we'll do just one quick gold pack. But, with SBCs, you can really make a really good profit. Right here, this pack will probably give me profit through the Wolves player, the Serie A player, as well as the chemistry styles and the 1k coins. And this is just a method you can do throughout FIFA. This is what I did. I would do these kind of pack methods. Usually the gold pack method isn't very profitable at the start of FIFA, but when you get towards the end, it can. And the same thing with the bronze pack method. It's a very profitable method as we go on through FIFA. But it's a good way to build up your coins kind of at the start. And as you can see here, we've made about 3k already just from the players and the coins. This guy looks to be about 1k as well. So we're at 4k, and we still have, a few of the pack. We still have a good amount of the pack left to go. The Deadeye will go for about a couple hundred, and we've pretty much made a little bit of a profit on this already. So a really effective way to make coins. As you guys can see, the Gladiator is a little bit more expensive too. but a really effective way to make coins, and that's how I started from going small to large, kind of, is I started by, you know, building up my coins slowly, and once I had about 50 to 100k, I started doing the sniping filters method. And again, I've had many videos on this channel about sniping filters, whether I was giving it to you guys or showing you how you can find your own. Sniping filters are huge, and it's thanks to SBCs again. So essentially what I did was I would find players who were, you know, they required certain things. So for example, a Barcelona player who with an 84 rated squad, the first player that pops into my mind is Arturo Vidal. Arturo Vidal is 84 rated, and you know, he's a good SBC fodder. So what I would do, obviously, and this goes for any SBC, I used Henderson for 83 rated squads. Whatever the case may be for that SBC, I would go and find players that would fit in good to that squad. You can also do this by going to Footpin, which is a very, very effective tool to use. Footpin is a must-have for trading. But what I would do is I would go to Footpin SBC solutions and look at the top solutions and see if there's a common player in them all, because a lot of people use the SBC solutions. That inflates players. And you know, you can snipe for a pretty good profit. So what I would do, obviously, if the SBC just came out, we'll use the Henderson example from earlier this year. Henderson was about 1.5 to 2k at one point. What happened was there was a Liverpool SBC that required like an 80 something squad too. So you needed like a Liverpool player and then an 83 rated squad. Henderson's 83 rated. He is from Liverpool. He shot up to like 5k. Now why is this effective? Because you can start sniping, because some people just don't know his price is that high, so you can snipe players for lower as people just keep listing. And when someone like that is still in packs and we get, you know, new SBCs, people are getting him in packs, relisting him up for really low because they just don't know his price is as high as it really is, because, you know, he's a low rated player. And this happens from 81 to 82, 83, 84 rated players. It's a really good way to make coins, and honestly, through an SBC and stuff at the start of like FIFAs, you could probably make upwards of like 50 to 100k in like an hour or two of just doing this method when SBCs come out. It's really easy, really, you know, basic method, and it's a good way to make quick profit fast. So then what happened for me is I decided to learn how to icon trade. And this is something that took my trading to a whole nother level. It's how I made so many coins. And essentially, you know, what happens is I think it's the most profitable thing to do in FIFA, no matter what stage it is. Obviously, it's a little bit later in the game, so some of these cards don't fluctuate as much. They're really just going down. And that's just because, you know, there's so many new free players that are out, or team of the seasons that were out that were really cheap, that are just better than the icons. But icon trading from day one of FIFA to like April is just super, super effective, and it's a method that I really enjoyed throughout the game. So what you would do, obviously, is you have to learn the fluctuations, because the icon supply is really limited. So what you have to do is you have to find fluctuations throughout the day where players are low, and then what you would do is you would buy them when they're at that low fluctuation and then look to flip when they're at the high. Usually I would buy either, you know, overnight or during the day when it's prime time, there's a lot of supply on the market. I would buy then, and then overnight I would look to flip for a little bit of a profit. It's a little bit slow at first. If you only have like 200k, obviously you can't flip a bunch of icons at the same time. But slowly I started building my coins up. I had like 5 million coins, and I was able to flip like 5 to 10 icons at a time. And when you're doing that, you're just really rolling in a lot of coins really fast. And that's essentially what I did for pretty much the entire winter, from February to April, was just icon trading. It was really fun, it was really easy, and it was just really good. And obviously there are, you know, there's stuff that can help you to learn the fluctuations. There's people who have like the spreadsheets and stuff. So it's a really great way. You definitely want to learn fluctuations, and icon trading was something that was pretty big for me. But that's really how I learned how to trade, and how I traded icons was really, it was the best thing to learn. It took a little bit of time, but it was really good, and I did lose coins at first. That's the thing that a lot of people kind of that's what kind of prevents people from making a lot of coins, is they are just too afraid to lose them, honestly. So what happens is, people, they kind of shy away, or they don't even invest because they don't want to lose coins. And that's the number one reason why people never learn how to do it, is because they just are afraid to lose coins. Losing coins is a part of it. I'd say about 20% of the icons I traded this year, I probably lost coins or just barely scraped by on a break even, maybe even a higher percent than that. And it's just something that happens. You can't predict the market all the time. It's hard to predict exact prices. It's not just hard, it's impossible to do that. So, it's something that you're definitely going to have to do trial and error with, but it has a high reward as well as, a high risk at first. Well, once you start to learn more about it, the risk becomes much lower and the reward just goes even higher. So yeah, that's essentially what, I did. If you really want to learn how to do icon trading, I have, guides on the channel. We did a few videos this year about it as well. So make sure you guys check it out. Before FIFA 21 comes out, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a trading school series, kind of, where I go over literally everything you need to know about trading, from low methods to high methods to market, fluctuations to just basic vocabulary on the market. It's going to be a great series coming out in September before the game comes out. So don't miss out on that. Stay subscribed to the channel. And yeah, that's basically how my trading, that's how I learned how to trade. I just did basic methods. One thing I would do is obviously watch YouTube videos, go on Twitter, do all that. That's a really great way to learn. YouTube is a great way to learn. Watch people like Run the Foot Market and all that. And don't be afraid to join Patreons, honestly. You basically, if you don't know what those are, is traders from Twitter or wherever, Instagram. Basically, they make a private Discord server which you have to pay to get into, and they basically teach you how to trade and all that. Obviously, do a little bit of research on each one to see which one's the best. But it's a great way to learn how to trade. If you don't know how to, and a lot of these traders do make a lot of coins for you guys. You pay like $15-20 for a month in it, and they can make you 3 million coins, where $20 would only get you 2,000 FIFA points, which is 2 100k packs. So really, that's how I learned how to trade. I just learned these methods through YouTube, or even myself experimenting with it, like the sniping filters and stuff. And you just keep doing that throughout the FIFA. You learn different ways, and it starts to get, really, really easy. And that's how I made a lot of coins. Unfortunately, obviously, I bought a great team, so I don't have as many coins as I used to. But at the same time, I don't really play this game as much as I used to as well. But yeah, that'll pretty much wrap up the video. Let me know how you guys did this year. Did you learn how to trade? Did you make a lot of coins this year? Let me know about how trading went for you in this FIFA. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it. And again, if you are new, make sure you guys subscribe. We're going to have a ton of FIFA 21 content coming out very soon, probably next month. So don't miss out on that. And yeah, until next time, peace.